I thought the timing on this was just kind of perfect. And basically my intent on this was that we more or less did what the House of Representatives did, and that was to reaffirm what our national motto is. And this was on November 1st, 2011. The House of Representatives voted 396-9 to reaffirm "In God We Trust" as the nation's motto. And I thought of myself and my colleagues at this particular point. It says that we should thank God for our Constitution, religious liberty, and other great and various favors. Finally, we need to ask God to pardon national and other sins, and here's the part where it made me think of myself: make government a blessing by having it make wise constitutional laws and grant prosperity. So when you think of, well, is this politically correct to bring this forward? I guess I thought it's politically incorrect to ignore it.
My parents, I'm first generation American. My parents were both war refugees. My mother was bombed by the Germans. My father's family was sent to concentration camps. My father was here, still has the deportation orders that was signed by the French government to send his cousins to concentration camps. That was done in the name of God. I appreciate the liberty that we have here, precisely because when I walk into this chamber, I don't see a motto. I see the United States flag. I see a body of government officials, and I don't always agree with you guys, which is great. I don't know what religion you are. I don't know if you're gay or straight. I don't know if you're married. I don't know if you go to church. I don't know what... Really, what I do know, though, is that there's a process here that at the end of the day is sanctioned by the United States Constitution, which very clearly separates religion and politics and our government. We have a nation here that's ruled by the rule of law, and until you have personal experiences with tyranny in other countries in which there is no rule of law, in which they don't have this wonderful symbol of freedom and the rule of law, the American flag, that is all we need to remind ourselves of the greatness of our nation.
I, too, am the child of Holocaust survivors, and in actuality, my mother was the only survivor of her family. All of this was done in the name of God. Bringing up the fact that our unfortunate House of Representatives voted this, the approval rating of our legislature is nothing to brag about. People, unfortunately, now have to pass to get elected a litmus test to show their faith. This doesn't guarantee good decisions. And I believe it could get us into very expensive litigation that I think this city cannot afford. We have pressing issues facing this city. I certainly would be part of a class action suit.
A resident of the greatest California beach community there is, but I am a very keen student of American history, and I know the U.S. Constitution, and I must regret that my citizens of Imperial Beach have not read the Constitution well. It is not separation of religion and government. It is freedom of religion of all people, of all faiths, of all ideologies. Whatever you believe, you must embrace. Multiple hours of discussion went on between those representatives of those 13 colonies, and they did believe in the trust of the providence. In God we trust.
What I was looking for is that as a council, the last time that a city in the state of California reaffirmed the nation's motto was Oceanside, and that was 10 years ago. That's a long time before somebody looked at this. I just felt strongly enough to bring it forward. I certainly didn't want to bring decisiveness to my council members. Religion is a very personal thing. But to me, it was more about just reaffirming our nation's motto, especially in the times that we're in.